Hello Janiac, welcome to the stream. Sorry for the little delay. I was sorting out some medicines and I forgot my phone. 1 second. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry about that. Like I said, I was sorting out some medicines, then I forgot my phone back out there. But yeah, it's okay. Welcome to the stream. And I say we just gotta set up the stream on my phone so I can so I can see the live chat. And there we go. Now we can start. I decided to start this one today instead of on Saturday due to some stuff that I'm going to have to be doing tomorrow. Plus, I don't know, I was kind of hyped to get to this one, and for some reason it's Spanish even though I started doing this before. Let's see. There we go, English. Let me just... There. There's not much memorable music, but the soundtrack isn't half bad. So yeah, The Last Door. Let's begin. After all the things I have seen, after all the things I have done, I cannot escape the course my life has taken. Now I am beyond redemption. Oh shit. I just hope you can forgive me someday. Yours sincerely, Anthony Beechworth. Starting off well, I see. Sorry for the silence, but yeah, as you can see, the game is one of those that's more so inspired by graphic adventures of older years. Kinda like how Faith was, a different genre. Yeah. October 1891. Videte, quis, sciat. That was all my childhood friend Anthony Beechworth had written in his letter, and it had been many years since I had heard that sentence. It was the motto of the science and philosophy group that we had secretly run as students, back when we were in that secluded boarding school in Scotland, but we had left it all behind like mere childhood memories. That letter was unusual. It could only mean something awful must have happened. Something that must remain absolutely secret. I had to find out what was going on. Without delay, I took the first morning train to Sussex and made my way to the address on the letter. And there it was, the old house of Anthony's family, the Beechworth Manor. Episode 1. The Letter. This is strange. Everything is silent as if there was no one living here. I'm worried about Anthony. I have to find him. Honey, a note on the table. Dear Mr. Beechworth, due to recent events, the situation has become unbearable for us, and much to our regret, we have no other choice but to leave. We will remain forever grateful for all these years in your service. God bless you, Mr. and Mrs. Brewer. Is this Anthony? Years have not been kind to him. My coat. A grandfather clock. It is the only sound around here. Don't think I've ever seen a grandfather clock in person, have you? A machine that plays recorded music. I did not know that Anthony was such an enthusiast of new inventions. I think a recording sound of music can be played if an engraved cylinder or disc is inserted, but I see no such object on this device. A cabinet with glasses and some liquor bottles. There's also a matchbox, which is could come in useful. Just checking. The large window is wide open, letting the cold dusk air in. A seascape. There's a small boat struggling against the roaring waves. Okay, this one's open. It's a kitchen. A kitchen stove and a cleaning cloth. Might come in handy, I'll take it. The kitchen. Stove. Play with some of the old leftovers. Yeah, this guy's gonna be in for a rude awakening once he realizes what happened. It's in pans. A variety of herbs and ingredients. I'll unlatch the door. Oh dear. A murder of crows is eating eagerly. There are so many birds that I cannot see their prey from here. Garbage bin. Judging by the foul odor, I would say it has not been emptied in a fortnight. A rainy mountain landscape. This portrait is crooked. Still... Oh! An old rosary, a cord of beads with a solid wooden crucifix. Huh. This painting depicts a deep, dark forest. Another open door. Let's check. Bedroom. A lamp to light the way. Could be useful. There is nothing of interest in these drawers. A wash basin and some toiletries. Is that another note? March 5th, 1891. Master Anthony has made us get rid of our religious subjects. What is going on with him? Luckily I have found a place to hide my rosary. I cannot pray every night without it. May 18th, 1891. Master Anthony has been complaining about Alfie. What would a simple cat do to him? He ordered us to keep him out of the house at all times. Still, I cannot let that poor thing starve. He is such a clever cat. Every time I open the window, he knows food is waiting for him. Anyway, I'm worried about Master Anthony. He's growing more and more unlike himself every day. September 15th, 1891. Master Anthony is spending the whole days locked inside his office. He wants us to leave him food at the door, but he barely eats anything. I'm really worried. An empty bowl, like the ones used to feed pets. There that I can barely see through to the outside. There's a tiny dark hole in the wall. Well, let's just go ahead and go. Looks like the window frame is rotten. I will need some kind of cord to help pull the window open. That's gonna be for later. Door's locked. I should try and find a key to open it. Actually, just to make sure there's nothing in here. There's nothing of interest in these drawers. Okay. Now upstairs. And this is where... It's too dark, I can't go any further. This is where the matchbox and the lamp come in handy. The only thing is that when in the dark, the character just moves slow as... The doorway has been boarded up. Some square areas on the wall are visibly cleaner. It looks like some of the paintings are missing. Yeah. In the dark, the character just moves at John Ward levels of speed. A silver key. A double bed. From the accumulated dust, I guess it has not been slept in for a very long time. A gentleman with a serious and inquisitive look. Small photographs and old daguerreotypes. Not sure what that is. Mostly family portraits. This window leads to a balcony shared with the adjacent room. Cannot open the latch to the stack. Perhaps I could do so using a small tool. Okay, I remember what the solution to what I need for that. And I do not have it yet. Locked from the inside. Okay, then that means the key I found must be for the locked door downstairs. Just making sure though. Okay, this one's stuck and just one open, so let's go. Okay. Let's out of the cursor there. Bingo. I think this is a slate disc record. The sleeve reads The Carnival of Venice. I should take it. For the record player upstairs. And a crowbar. It's like the rusted iron crowbar. This will work for the padded up door. Small pile of firewood, twigs and chunks of dry bark. Bark, bark. I'm sorry, I had to. I bet it's more useful later. The boiler looks like it has been out of use for a long time. As a note, this is one of the Like I said in the description, this is a game that I've also played in the past, but like quite some time ago. I think I still remember enough to be able to not need a walkthrough, but we'll see, we'll see. I also just want to say that I was unable to play the sequel to it for a long time, but as you can see from my Steam library, now I have it, so yeah. Wink, wink. It must be broken, I do not know how to make it stop. I'm not entirely sure it should sound this way. Huh, I only now noticed that this pixel here moves. The music has abruptly stopped. What? Something wrong or... Hi, little crows. No. Mistaken. This door to the basement. Yep, those were the crows that were outside, so now to check what they were pecking at, and a dying crow. Not much life left in it. Damn. That's weird, so... Oh, the poor thing. It's not, So the crows were eating one of their own. That's odd, to say the least. And... Again, I remember what to do for this puzzle, and well... The cold wind of the evening is a relief in the suffocating atmosphere. Yeah. And now... we wait. At least I think that... I hear something in the distance. It sounds like a lament. Where did the crow go? The crow is gone. In a dark hole in the wall, and there's blood leading up to it. And now... I should have gone to check the... Sound is louder down here. Yeah, is something wrong, Janiac, or... The cat seems to be behind this wall. I believe... I cannot break down the wall with this. Okay, so I need something else. Nah. Okay, that's a relief. Was just kinda concerned since I know that this is far from the kind of games that we usually talk about. Yeah. I'm not sure if I could say this is more niche, but like I do understand that these kind of games aren't everyone's cup of tea. But okay, let's see what's behind the wooden boards. And my God, what has happened here? Leave me alone. Huh. An old wheelchair. The lifeless body of a woman. It has been here for a few days. She looks like she is clutching a note in her hand. Excuse me, madam. I am writing what will surely be my final thoughts, my last lines, my last breath. I do not know what kind of dark power has turned my husband into what he is now, a stranger with a look bereft of all sanity, compassion, and human warmth. I do not know what shadow has slowly darkened our lives. I do not know this foreign guest that now dwells in our souls. I do not know where it is from, but I am sure it is not from this world. I will meet my brothers and sisters soon. I will be free from this abyss of madness and fear. Soon I will stop trembling. Uh, a simple long hairpin. It's a letter. Dear Margaret, it has been days since Anthony left his office. I can hear him whisper, angrily, frightfully, and it gets worse at night. Our service left a few days ago. Without their help and company, I am lost. I can barely walk out of bed, and not even the doctor will come here after his argument with Anthony. My husband has developed a horrible ability to break anyone's will. I do not know what to do. I do not have any strength left. I wish I could send you this letter. Your dear friend, Anna Beechworth. So, he kept her locked in here? Why? That in a feeble handwriting. I cannot go on. All is lost. A diary page. I cannot stand their stares. They watch me. They judge me. They despise me. I know they think I am not worthy of this family, but who are they but dust and bones? A memory. Leave me. I do not need you. Leave me alone. Writing on the walls read, leave me alone. Who would have written such a thing? I mean, nothing of interest on this dressing table. Not to say the least. Portrait room. This young woman, not yet in her 20s, stares defiantly back at me. This old man bears some resemblance to Anthony, but his countenance is marred by a severe, unsettling gaze. She looks like the woman on the bed. She's holding a baby. Could that be Anthony's child? A woman with strong features and dark hair. She has a bold look in her eyes. A portrait of Anthony. The young Anthony, just like I remember him. Portrait of Anthony standing beside a mounted wildcat or lynx. The paint looks fresher around the animal's head. I'm gonna just smear the fresh paint. I was almost certain that I had a woman with blonde hair. I feel as if I have seen him before. There's a big raven perched outside the window, tapping on the glass with its beak. Yeah. Then, if I'm not mistaken, I just needed to get the hairpin from there in order to open this window. I said to open this window. Using the hairpin, I managed to spring the latch with ease. A lynx, mounted and stuffed. This is a fine work of taxidermy. A few handwritten notes. That goddamned cat. He meows every night and it is for me. I know it. He is mocking me. He knows my secret. He knows. I will not let him ruin everything. I do not have any choice. I have to put an end to his miserable life. Or better yet, I will blind him. You gabby lynx. You will not confess. No, not you. Map of the region of Sussex with markings drawn on its surface. Remains of chemical experiments. Odd. A common hammer in good condition. I'll be taking that. Okay. So, Anthony clearly wasn't a cat person, but again, the hell was wrong with him? Sound is louder down here. Okay, now that I have this hammer, I can go up to the wall from before. A black cat is staring at me, but wait, its eyes are missing. Good lord, it almost ripped my eyes out. It's run away into the dark. There's an open chest with dark cloak, a mask, and a knife. I'll be taking that knife. So I guess he did follow through with what he said on the note and blinded the poor cat. Jesus Christ, I can't blame his... I can't blame his staff for leaving him. Now, the links. I managed to get the lynx's mouth open. There's a golden key inside. And this golden key is for this door. Well, trap door. Oh god, no. Anthony, no! Portrait of a woman. Anthony's wife, perhaps. She looks very happy here. The lifeless body of my dear friend. What bandits could have led him to commit such an act? There's something in his pocket. It is a sealed letter. Dear J. David, if you were reading these lines, then I am nothing but a dead body hanging before you. I write to you in my last shreds of lucidity. You are one of my oldest friends, and when I sent you the letter asking you to come here, I did not doubt for one moment that you would. Had you followed me this evening, everything would have been lost. I found myself involved in a series of horrible incidents. For reasons beyond my comprehension and sanity, I have become a total stranger to myself and to my close relatives, capable of the most indescribable and atrocious acts. I cannot give you any more details at this time. I must ask you to go immediately back to the boarding school where we made that pact, where we all swore on our honor that sentence that would protect us. This letter must not reach anyone else, so it is imperative that you destroy it immediately. The lives of the rest of the group, and yours too, are in great danger. Do not delay, they are already waiting for you. Seeing is believing, David. Do not forget that. Always your loyal friend, Anthony Beechworth. Okay, something is wrong with those crows. The adventure continues in episode 2. Don't leave me hanging. Seriously? And yeah, that episode was pretty short, so let's proceed on to episode 2. Previously, on the last door, Jeremiah David receives a mysterious letter from his childhood friend Anthony Beechworth. So Jeremiah. Let's call him Jeremy for short. He travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns of Anthony's descent into madness and the death of his wife, Anna Beechworth. David faces the perils of the house and finally finds the dead body of his friend, who committed suicide. Anthony's final letter warns David of an unknown danger and asks him to remember his past by going back to the boarding school they both attended years back. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Okay. Give us each our daily bread. Give us each day our daily bread. Why did he remove his robe? Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive our debtors. O God, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I'll skip the opening this time. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? Eerie, to say the least. Oh my. Who is it? Is it Anthony? Answer me. What is she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. Sorry. When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1, 2, 3. No. Wake up. Wake up! You can rest now, Mr. Devitt. That will be enough for today. Are these sessions really necessary? I'm confident that this is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. No. Did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? It looked like an eye. It was like an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I've ever heard. Inside, a complete darkness where an evil dwells deep below. A forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep down inside our being. In my case, that fear has already awoken. I can understand why you are disturbed, Mr. Devitt. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years who is more versed in modern psychological practices. I think his knowledge and experience will be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. If you think it will help, Doctor, I leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have let your wife Anna die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Were your words as a result of an increasing loss of sanity? In your letter you wrote that someone awaits me. A warning to warn me from a genuine danger, or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity? Something steers uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easily again until I go back to that boarding school and find out what secrets may lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. I know it's kind of obvious, but I wanna kind of say that the inner monologues for Jeremy kind of remind me of a typical novel, and I mean, kind of makes sense as, I don't know if you could tell by the title too, but this is inspired by the work of H.P. Lovecraft. So yeah, episode 2, Memories. A not quite damaged mailbox. There's a postcard inside the mailbox. Dear Matthew, it has been several months and still I have heard no news from you. My brothers insist that you have abandoned me, but I am sure you remain true. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and the honesty of your eyes. I got this address from a hospital in London and pray that it reaches you safely. If that is the case, I want you to know that I will be always waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. That seems like a lot to be written like on this single postcard. But either way, I don't really know how postcards themselves works. But the angel Gabriel. Oh hey, the school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but it looks neglected and dirty now. A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off of the fountain. Taking that. A coffin. Looks like the wood coffin badly finished. It seems that whoever made it was a bit rushed to finish. Good evening. I hope you are right and this turns out to be indeed a good evening. Mood. My name is David. I did not know there was a graveyard here. Also, I just want to say, the more I've been saying David in this stream, the more I feel it sounds like debit, like debit card. I don't know. Fun thought. Oh, there was a graveyard here. My pleasure, Mr. Devitt. I'm Frank Baldwin. Do not ask me why, but Monsignor specifically ordered to bury the corpses here. Why? Did he order to bury corpses here? Why? I do not understand. I'm glad you find the joke amusing, at least. What is there to understand, Mr. Devitt? God has forsaken this place. Don't you know? Here we take care of patients. I am an old alumnus. I used to attend the school. It has been a long time since it's not a boarding school anymore. The building is now used as a nursing home run by nuns. Former student, eh? I never heard anybody in the village speak fondly of the school. They say it closed overnight, though nobody knows why. Not a lot was known about it. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening, alumnus Devitt. Why the emphasis on alumnus? Feels like he doesn't trust me. A small group of graves have been haphazardly arranged. A piece of old fishing net. Net. Many years adrift have perfectly smoothed this flotsam into a small log. Also gonna be taking that. Lost Pilgrim, a sea stack older students that the school used to climb. Somewhere up there are my initials. Huh. Grave recently dug. Currently being dug. Yeah. Now let's head into the place. A nun. Pardon. Excuse me, sister? Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. Devitt? I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. Devitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago and is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to Mr. Devitt? I'm afraid that we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. In addition, there is little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed down. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly. But you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. Devitt? I guess that it would be a good idea to visit this place again and perceive the passage of time. Perceive the passage of time? What are you talking about? This place will help me remember my past. If you have memory problems, I would recommend you to visit a doctor immediately and don't waste your time here. To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important to me, but it is. A lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Devitt. I'll allow you to stay around here. I hope I won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. Yeah, I guess that it's best not to tell the Mother Superior that I'm here to do a solo investigation on why a childhood friend of ours committed suicide. Juliet, like Juliet from that postcard? Where are you? Doctor, I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind. He has been delirious for some days. I'm his Mary Vinch, and this is my brother, Matthew. Juliet, why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? My letters. You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his fiancée. He won't accept that she left him months ago. My poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Vinch. I hope he recovers. Thank you. But she didn't. Dear Matthew, yeah. Here. Mr. Vinch, I think this letter is addressed to you. Oh, thank you. Leave it with me if you'd be so kind. As you can see, my brother is too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see who has written to you. Oh, it's a letter from our mother. The fuck? Dear Matthew, I hope you are recovering. I wish that your beloved sister and you come back home soon. Huh? Mother needs more care now than ever. She worries a lot. You know how alone Mother feels since you left. Miss Vinch is making up the letter's contents, and remember the good times when we all lived together? With the baggages, I can see a packet of letters bound by twine. All these unopened letters are addressed to Juliet from Matthew. Why would his sister keep them? I can imagine a few reasons. My letters! All the letters I wrote to dear Juliet! You never posted them! But why, Mary? Why would you do such a thing? How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. I refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is in marrying someone of your status, of our family's status. But for your sake I did this. I did it to protect you from that woman's treachery. No, you only thought about yourself, of your vanity. I can't bear to look upon you anymore, Mary. Leave me be. From this day forth you are no sister of mine. You dare banish me? I who have stayed by your side all through your illness? Very well, Matthew. You will have your way. I will leave you and then you will see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother. Damn, poor guy. Thanks be to the Lord that you have come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin, though I hope it serves you better than it has myself. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, and call me a softie, but things like this that we just did in video games, I don't know, I just really like seeing things like that. Small stories within a bigger world. A magazine entitled Weird Tales. I have no reason to read it. Are you alright, madam? There was a rhythmic sound like a breathing. What do you mean? That was last night. I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough like tree bark brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall like a growing shadow. I lit the lamp and there was nothing. I am sure it was just a nightmare, madam. The poor woman has fallen into an uneasy, fitful sleep. He is quite a pale young boy. He's asleep. I hope he's alright, and there are several crucifixes all together at the headboard of this bed. Why? I have a feeling that... Please, someone... Piety... I am sorry, you cannot be here. Is there some way I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there, next to the statue of Our Lady. Did you think she is beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need. But the gloomy statue of the Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful than it is possible. A picture of the Virgin Mary gazing at you, supposedly to portray a sympathy and compassion for you. However, she seems to look more pained and sorrowful here. I'll lock the door. This is the where Baldwin is. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Seems like a classroom. Remember that we used to keep here some textbooks. Now there's a music box. And I do not understand really how it works, how we can, like, open the music box with a coin, but I don't know. Let's keep our textbooks on these shelves. Dear brother, I have received your letter and I'll try to write you more frequently. I hope you are studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with fever and I do not feel very well, but I am on medication. Today is my birthday and I am feeling blue. And it is a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mom is going to cook a lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. I wish we could eat it together. Write back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you are doing, what you are learning, how is Scotland, and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. Your dear sister. Studying a lot. So, did someone just leave this letter here for all the years this wasn't? Because again, Baldwin said that it's not been a school for a lot of time. There is another sentence written on the board. In death there is hope. In death there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. It looks like it has been there for years as the chalk is painted in some places. Sounds... January 15th, 1876. Father Ernest seemed unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during his favorite class, theology. Of course. Order of the Occult. Discover your first secret. This is a secret? Okay. January 18th, 1876. Today Father Ernest was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from class for it, and even David was admonished just for reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire toward me. My father will be disappointed if I fail to get good marks. So he was one of those. January 21st, 1876. It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of his lecture, he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. January 22nd, 1876. Father Eugene taught our theology class today, even though he doesn't know the subject matter as well as Father Ernest. When we asked him what had happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us that he had taken ill. What worries me is that now Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. February 20th, 1876. It's been a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We are told that he is still sick, but if he is so ill, why hasn't a physician come to treat him? My studies are flagging, but I have taken it upon myself to read on my own. I hope this helps us I must succeed in spite of the problems happening around us. February 23rd, 1876. It was announced this morning that the school is to close. None of us knew why, and we cannot get a straight answer from the faculty. They each dodge the question, and I am starting to think they may not know the answer themselves. Their anxiety is palpable, though they try to hide it behind a calm face. And what about Father Ernest? I hear he alone is to remain after we vacate the premises. There's a picture in the diary. And there's a photograph of my graduating class. I see myself, Father Ernest, and Anthony. I do not remember the names of the others. And why is someone's face crossed out? It was completely scratched out. The owl hooting in the background scared me. Go upstairs. A dusty old tapestry of the Virgin Mary with baby Jesus in her arms. Nothing here. A syringe next to a flask with a label that reads morphine. Good evening, sister. Sister? All the suffering, all these tears, all our prayers unanswered. What do you mean, sister? All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign, for something that can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me? Damn. The Lord works in mysterious ways, sister. Certainly, yes, but I don't ask for much, just something to go on, a path to follow. I can't go on, not like this. Excuse me, sir. And for this, I have to play the music box for her. I believe, at least. Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful melody. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path then. Oh, may God bless you, for you have given me the sign I was looking for. Well, I'm glad that helped. A lot of dry leaves have accumulated in the hole of this rusty pipe. They are blocking the water stream. With very sharp and rusty edges. If I tried to put my hand in, I could cut myself. I blunted the sharp edges of the pipe. Now I not need fear of being cut. Don't be the water stream. And if then it should catch anything coming down the pipe. Well, yeah, but the water's still dripping down. Just making sure. Because spoilers, I do have to grab the morphine, but I'm guessing that's later. A worn out and faded tapestry of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, that's Jesus Christ. Another tapestry, though I remember from my school days the student dormitory was here. And I love it. A broken mirror, there is a protruding piece. There is a puddle in the shower hole with something shining under the grating. I cannot see it properly. Maybe... Nope. I already opened the tap with no risk of losing the shiny object. Oh. Okay, I get the point of the other puzzle now. It wasn't to stop the water from dripping out of the pipe, it was in order to catch whatever that was. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's call the shiny object. A teardrop. It is a glass tear, probably once belonging to a piece of jewelry. Let's see if I can go in through this door. Mr. David, you are not allowed to get in there. Do you take care of patients here? Did you care for the patients? Of course, Mr. David. We attend to both the physical and spiritual needs of those in our care. Mostly physical as far as I've seen. Did Monsignor already live here? Did Monsignor already lived here when this venue still was a boarding school? Indeed, he still was priest and professor before he became Monsignor and started to lead this place. Can I talk to Monsignor? I'm afraid that's impossible. Monsignor has left strict instructions that he not be disturbed, not even by any of the sisters. Who is Mr. Baldwin? Monsignor instructed me to take him on as a caretaker. Many of the sisters find him a bit strange, but he performs his work well and complains little. Mother Elizabeth, Mr. Baldwin told me that lately a lot of patients are dying. What is happening? Sadly, the Lord is taking many of these unfortunate souls. Thank you, Mother. I'll leave you with your duties. Okay, now... Hi, Eddie. Well, I'm sorry for what I'm going to do here, sister, but I placed a glass tear in a hollow of the Virgin's cheek. It seems that it fits perfectly. Yeah, I'm sorry for what I gotta do. She really had to do a double take there. Oh, our mother is crying? Oh my lord, what does it mean? What have I done? What have we done? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that nun was one of the more super religious people. I'm gonna say, you must help me. What can I do? What's wrong with you? There is little time. I tell them about my pain. I describe the unbearable and endless pain, yet they do not listen. They pass me by without even looking at me. They say that they are praying for me, but it does not cure my ailment. But, sir, I know, but I beseech you, you will be saving me from horrible torture. I will be eternally indebted to you. Can't show... I am very sorry, sir. I do not wish to extend your suffering, but I cannot pay for your relief at the cost of your life. You ask me to shoulder a terrible burden. I'll speak to Mother Elizabeth to see if there's anything more she can do for you. I understand the magnitude of what I am asking. Thanks anyway, sir. Oh. Well, actually, I'm going to see, because in my previous playthroughs I just always said the other thing. But I'm gonna see if there's any difference to that. Mother Elizabeth, one of the patients has begged me to end his life. Is there anything we can do to alleviate his suffering? No more than is already being done by mortal hands, Mr. David. It is for God alone to decide the moment of his release. This is all I can do for him. Take this to him. Thank you, Mother. I'll leave you with your duties. A holy Bible? I mean, we're not Bible whose pages have become yellowed and brittle by the passing of time. I get the good intentions, but I'm not entirely sure that reading the holy word is going to help much when he's begging to die. And where is he? There's a note on the bed. Baldwin lies. Baldwin lies. Baldwin lies. Huh. Weird, but... Noises coming from inside the coffin. What in heaven? It's too south even to use it as a lever and open the coffin. Oh. Tell me about Monsignor. I cannot rightly say. After all these years, I have never seen the man. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't exist. But Mother Elizabeth told me that Monsignor specifically requested her to hire you by letter. I am flattered. My reputation precedes me, but I still cannot tell you anything more about the man. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening, alumnus Devitt. I got my eye on you. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, and now and at the hour of our death. I scared her into a praying fit. Jesus. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. It's rich next to a flat with a label that reads morphine. Yeah, this is new, I would say. But yeah, now what? Nothing here. Oh, I forgot to check Baldwin's toolbox. Maybe something's there to open the coffin. Looks like his toolbox. I wonder if there's something useful in it. I'll take a look if I keep him distracted. Do not touch my tools. If I give him the Bible, no. Tell me about Mother Elizabeth. She's pretty straight, I can tell you that much, Mr. Devitt. Do not think she likes me very much either. Tell me about this place. Well, the construction of this building was ordered by an Episcopal bishop of Aberdeen in 1805. Tell me about Aberdeen. It was the place where I was born and raised, one of the biggest cities in Scotland. If you were to look there towards northeast, you'll see King's Chapel Tower, and the highest point of the city. Oh, you seem a bit distracted, Mr. Devitt. Oh, don't worry about it. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening, alumnus Devitt. A tool. Looks like a weird corkscrew. But hopefully this can help. The darkness of his eye! Oh dear Lord, he was alive. His body is petrified. He has a look of sheer terror in his eyes. Mother? Oh my God, but what has happened? Talk to me! Mother Elizabeth is trying to make him come to his senses. Okay, so presumably Baldwin was the one who put him in the coffin. Like, why? These are the papers on which Mother Elizabeth was working. Oh, a patient log. William Nealance, November 13th, 1891. Cause of death, cachexia. No scratch marks have been found in his stomach. Elmer Moore, November 17th, 1891. Cause of death, pleuresia. Notes: clear expression of terror on the patient's paralyzed face was found at the time of death. Evelyn Bency, November 20th, 1891. Cause of death, marasmo. Notes: we found the patient dead, emaciated, and paleness in the body. Theodore Hading, November 23rd, 1891. Cause of death, typhoid fever. Notes: the patient suffered severe hallucinations minutes before death, screamed and shook until the opiate started to take effect. Lena Ashdown, November 27th, 1891. Cause of death, osteoarticular tuberculosis. Notes: during the autopsy we found some strange black marks on his fingers. Claude Harris, December 10th, 1891. Cause of death unknown. Notes: he died while he was sleeping. Nora Dunstan, December 13th, 1891. Cause of death, respiratory arrest. Notes blank. Ellen Blair, December 14th, 1881. Cause of death, morphine overdose. Patient committed suicide. The patient did not seem to have depressive symptoms or suicidal tendencies. I mean, large, bright, and ornate key. Door's locked. Not anymore. I apologize for this, Mother, but don't look into his eyes. Flashback, I assume. Is Anthony? Because the deepest darkness dwells in his eyes. Come in, my son. Did you think you could hide these books from me? Oh fuck. They are just classic philosophy books, Father. Plato and Aristotle. Silence. Instruments of falsehood, you mean. Fallacies coming from the snake. Now, son, get on your knees and raise your arms. Oh, come on. Apologize to the Lord. Pray to the Lord. It is Latin. Malum in se. Evil in itself. I could tell you one or two things about that priest, and I believe that will be one of them. A strange eye-shaped symbol. Like, come on. What the hell? Another strange eye-shaped symbol. Eye of the bird. What does this mean? What is breaking the glass, and why are there so many crosses here? Instead of crucifixes next to the door. Oh, this is a... Lord, your eyes burn me. I don't deserve mercy nor forgiveness. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is death to whom you are handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out of sand? Father Ernest. Ernest? It's been many years since I last heard that name. Since... Oh, I see. Father, I'm here to be able to remember. You have to help me, I beg you. Please, entreaties, petitions, praying, torment, exemption. Past times bring us just misfortune and pain. Father Ernest, I was one of your students. One of my own students, you say? It's only the Lord who teaches us. We all must follow his ordinances and disciplines. Get closer, son. Come pray next to me. Okay, so he became a religious nut job. A creepy image of Christ crucified. Inexplicably, it has a dark cloth covering his head. I mean, to be fair, I would say that he wasn't too much in his right mind if he was whipping students just for reading Plato. He has a large burn covering his eyes. He's completely blind. Despite his decrepitude, extreme thinness, and paleness, he can still recognize Father Ernest. He seems far away, like in another world. Glory be to the Father, and the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. Now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his voice, the sharp sword, the wise quill, or the delicate petal. The wise quill. The pen is mightier than the sword. Wise quill. No, 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 you're enveloped by sin. What? And now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his holy path, the wise virtue, the endless blame, or the blessed penance. The wise virtue? No, 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 your soul is embraced by the darkness. And now, my son, tell the Lord who are you, the faceless pilgrim, the gate guard, or the lost seaman. I mean, religiously speaking, I'm not entirely sure how to describe us human beings, but Say the lost seaman? Like the lost sheep? Yes, yes, that's it, my son. We'll live lost in an endless ocean of sea and blame. Now leave me alone. I have to purify my soul. Forgiveness is in the fire? I know you are there. You didn't hear me? Get out of my room. And despite being blind, he preserves good hearing. I must be more careful when moving. 4 witnesses. An old razor blade stained with blood. Jesus Christ. The eye calls me. The... What? Dear God in heaven, I feel for you. Your light is in my eyes. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I feel myself in you. Your eyes are in my soul. I will burn it for you. Dear God in heaven, I fear myself in you. Your sword is in my hands. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I hate myself in you. My blame is in your heart. I will burn myself for you. The hell? That's legitimately unsettling. But at least with this racer, well... Another tapestry, though I remember from my school days the student dormitory was here. I'm able to cut this so thick tapestry using just the razor. My hands wouldn't have enough strength. So the handle can use this to cut. Okay. There it is. Another flashback. And finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah David, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We have been looking for you. Well, as I was saying, tonight is the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? My dear friend, it is Professor Glynn. Do you mean Father Ernest? Certainly. No doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I have decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. I have noticed the lounge behind the small door of the classroom. I have believed it convenient to borrow the key for our necessities. You already know. At 12 o'clock you will find that door open and I'll be inside the lounge. That is it, my dearest colleagues. Videte quis sciat. Videte quis sciat. That's Latin for something. Let me just check what that means. Videte ne... Sorry. Quis sciat. See that no one knows. Huh. I remember that in this furniture we used to keep some of our personal belongings. Now it is empty. I remember that in this furniture we used to... Okay, same thing. And the walls are in complete disarray. I could probably punch through it if I tried. Let's not. I remember that this is the bed where I used to sleep when I was a student here. A dusty mirror. Well, nothing much in this room it seems, but they did say there was a door in the classroom. So, let's go check that out. question is... Okay, same thing as before, and then... Okay, maybe I did miss something in back there. So... Again, let's go. Let's go. Oh, well. Actually, first I remember something. Like, after helping that nun from upstairs, something else appears here in the beach. She left her clothes here. A nun's habit and walking stick. These no doubt belong to the nun I spoke to by the window, but where did she go? The departed. Find something left behind. So then... I can't give her that. So either she went for a swim, or she was at the Lost Pilgrim and we just couldn't see her, or she just chose to maybe drown herself in the river. Not entirely sure, but either way. Oh, there is something here. Why would you sleep there? Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest in a warm spring afternoon. When going through a bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mrs. Snake, who were having a heated argument. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, "Dearest, why are you arguing in this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon?" Mr. Wolf answered politely, "What we are trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up." Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, "But I do not want to be eaten. I want to live. I want to live." Okay, that's blood. To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, "That is impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so?" Bit of a nihilistic fairy tale. There's something there. Mr. Vulture added, "Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It is getting late and, as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us to decide, Mr. Rabbit? What do you suggest as the one to eat you?" Another one. After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, "I got it. Why not to organize a race? The first who arrives to the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid any obstacle, and I am sure that Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. What do you think?" The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and they quickly disappeared. Okay, that guy is either... and... this sprite looks suspiciously a lot like Jeremy. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators, who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realize the trick. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there and he finally felt safe, happy and proud of his cunning. But suddenly there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. What kind of fairy tale is that? An impossible love. There is something I kept to myself for a long time. And the thing is that I love you. I have always loved you. But isn't that a body? That's a dead body. Since the first time I saw you, since the first time I felt your frozen hands. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. I miss your rough hair, your grayish skin, your stench. Plus, that's Baldwin. But our love just cannot be. It is an impossible love. The end. No, not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was all that about? In the nightmare I found a place in my memories. Okay, now I can go check the trapdoor in the classroom. Again, I'm just gonna make sure about the morphine here. Yup, can't take it with me now. Actually, I'm just gonna... All the lies. Okay. I really didn't remember that... that thing with the dead body thing. A disturbing nightmare was brought to this spot. It's the trap that's in my nightmare. That's a horrible stench. There's something down there. Oh Lord. Did you see? Did you see? It was there just in front of me, that thing. It was screaming. He's dead. His face is contorted in an expression of abject horror. So yeah, that... I'm pretty sure this is the same guy that was asking us to kill him before. Must have been dead at least a week, still bearing an expression of horror. So yeah, things would have been different with him, because if you agree to kill him, if you go and get the morphine and come back, he's still gone. But when you find him here, you do have the choice to put him out of his misery yourself. So... yeah, that's a thing. Something new for my recent playthrough after a while. And another flashback. Punctual as always, David. Now all that remains is to introduce our guest. May come in now, Professor. Father Ernest. Do not worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. The professor genuinely shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists? So you're a hypocrite. Go to hell. Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have long awaited has now arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat and we shall begin the procedure. Soon shall the door be opened, and then may we finally see what lies beyond. Now we ask that you close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with a serum. Serum? Did they just gather here to do drugs? It seemed that way, but like... because that's what it sounded more like, but still. Even after all these years, I have not forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember. Remember now what happened. What is that we saw? The eye of the bird. Malum inse. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened that which should not be opened. In doing so, we shorn the veil that separated our world from his. In seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. It remembers us, it looks for us, it calls us from its dark nest, from its abominable lair. All these years I have attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has. Only us, the four witnesses. Who are the other two? Where are they? They disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you. But I was seized by curiosity. It absconded with my faith and deprived me of sanity. O Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that is left is surrender. Surrender to him. Gravely have we sinned, and now our only absolution is to burn in the flames. Malum in se. Jesus Christ. Just Baldwin. Oh my god, he put Jeremy in a coffin. And buried him. The adventure continues in episode 3. We still have some time before it's 8 o'clock here, so... Previously on the last door. After the death of his old friend Anthony, David decides to travel back to the school they both attended in the outskirts of Aberdeen. In his search, David meets his old teacher, Father Ernest. He also remembers the experiment they all attempted many years back, which had terrible consequences. Then truth is revealed. Father Ernest worships the eye of the bird, a vision resulting from the experiment. He killed many people trying to replicate its results. Those who saw the eye back then he calls the four witnesses. When discovered, Ernest simulates himself. Finally, Ernest's servant knocks David out and buries him alive. All is darkness. All is cold. All is silence. Where the hell? Skip the opening again. Winter forest. I don't remember this. Jeremiah, we must talk. With your mother deceased, arrangements have to be made regarding your upbringing. A man of my position and responsibility can't take the time to look after a young boy. First thing in the morning you will depart for Scotland. I am sending you to study at the St. Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not bother to write as I will not have time to read your letters. Wow. What a shit of a parent. Poor Jeremy. He's headed a bit rough throughout life. Still no letters for you, David. Please do not persist any further. Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. And who is that? Hmm? Oh, that's just David. Pay him no mind, he's a little odd. Interesting. Hello, I'm Anthony. Anthony Beechworth. This is my first term here. I've only just arrived. I hope we can be friends. Yeah, where is this? And Jeremy looks pale. What? What is happening? God, he's moving slow. My head is pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water soon, I will faint. Dear Lord, where am I? Eyes close, ears muffle, and voices hush in the land that loves silence. And what is... Guess I can't check it yet. A ticket. Sorry. I'm in a city. Is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? Cheapest potatoes in town. Young man, could you please tell me where I am? Rude. Please, sir, could you give me some water? This ain't a charity, tough. I only sell to paying customers, so cough up or get out. Watercress for sale. There's a guard blocking the alley. I won't be able to pass until it has been moved. An energy in ragged clothing sits leaning against the brickwork. The young man sleeps under a filthy blanket. Stained and threadbare sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air. A young woman suffers difficulty breathing. Please, I need water. Get out of here, drunk. Okay, for once I think you should say horse meat for sale. There's a man staring at me from amidst the crowd. Something in his countenance seems strange to me. He looks a little bit like Jeremy. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Please, man, could you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nickel Street Rookery. A darker, more decrepit place like never there was. But that's in London. How could I have arrived in the slums? So we're in England now. Huh. I mean... But yeah, the other place were in Scotland, right? So the pipe glows grimy water full of soot. Well, water's water. The water's foul odor is repulsive, but I am overcome with thirst. I must have fainted. It's dangerous to be an old nickel at night. I should make my way out as quickly as possible. Well, at least he's recovered. Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, Meinhar. Show him in, Hers. Oh, and this is Germany now. And this is Jeremy's shrink. That is about your patient, is it not? There's no trace of him. He hasn't shown up for his last few sessions. I have been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back home. He kept the destination to himself. Then it is happening as I feared. What do you mean? I'm sorry, my dear friend. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with Herr David, but I didn't want to upset you without need, as I hoped for the best. Now, I am afraid my suspicions could be true. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. Please, Herr Doctor, it is of the utmost importance no one else knows of this matter. I have my total discretion. Episode 3. The Four Witnesses. Okay, back with Mr. Debit Card. I feel like I have been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth. But first, the Four Witnesses, number 4. I wonder how it got in my pocket. Ticket to see a play called The Four Witnesses. Huh. Let's see what's in here. Oh, a butcher shop. Dear God, that son of a fly. I flicked my head thinking there was a fly right next to me. I forgot I wear headphones. Cuts of rancid meat lie discarded on the butcher's block. Oh joy, this is for Apostle. The remains of a horse hang by the hook affixed to the wall, its blood drained, seeping into the floorboards. A metal plate is planted in the wall. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was a bolt hole. A what? This guy again. Do you hear them? It's the crows searching for the moans of the weak and dying. They're calling to each other. They must have found something. The streets are so confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I've lost my way. Could you direct me out? Yes, last one. He can give you direction. I have been gifted with a second sight. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate. Would you like me to close my eyes so that yours may be opened? I haven't a penny to pay you. Money is of no matter here. Come close to me now. Oh, this is tarot. I think. The dying star. You lost your guide. You follow the stream but do not know where it goes. You think you have escaped, but actually you are getting closer and closer. Have you ever had a tarot reading before? I haven't. Oh. The mask. Empty eyes stare at you and a voiceless mouth calls you. Its lips twist and snarl with what it has seen, what is still to be seen. You think it is a stranger's face, but it is your own. The puppet. Threads hanging from an immense hand of dust converge upon a single point. Your mind. Where memories, oblivions, and shadows cluster as one. It is your friend and foe, your home and your prison. I don't understand. What does it all mean? I can't unpick these ones. The thread you have woven in destiny are too tight, child. But you will. Oh yes, you will. It's not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog we see only what is closest to us. The bird remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of the bird. No more direction can I give. I'm following a man. He must have passed this way. How is that man? He's tall, well-dressed, red-haired, and cold look in his eyes. Nightmare of which we don't talk about. All of us, asleep or awake, have seen that man at some time. Pardon me, I must go. You will need a map to guide your steps. Farewell. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not sure what good it'll do to you without any oil, though. See where that guy went? There he is. Thatched shut. I can open it from this side. You may keep my miserable kingdom. You may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will, and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow's shadow and will not disappoint. Rats. The letter seemed to have been inscribed with an oily grime. It reads rats. I'm not sure if that's a warning or an exclamation. I hope it's neither. The door is flooded here with an ankle-deep pool of water. Patches of oil swirl on its surface. Bingo. Come on. Fair. I wouldn't have stepped into the dark either. You again. And this room is also dark. The glass is fogged over for her handprint left on the surface. And if I'm not mistaken... yeah, this is for later. Okay, I just know that I have to do something about coming into this filthy room. About these, but okay, I don't know how I solved that puzzle, but I did. Rusted out drums, empty. This machine is old and in disrepair. It appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, it seems to have been used just recently. A bottle of gin. It's empty, but it may be of some use. This machine is old and... okay. It's a glass essenceer. Liquids are poured into the top and then impurities removed through a valve at the bottom. Okay, I know what I gotta do. I've come a long way since my Mad Father playthrough, haven't I? There's some of the oily water in my gin bottle. I don't like how it really feels like there's a fly in my ear. Pour the contents of the bottle into the essenceer. The oil floods on the surface. When I open the valve, I would run the water until all of the water has been removed. That's it. I've extracted all of the water. So then, I'm with oil. I hope it will be enough to last the night. And now, we go with the tarot reading woman. Not even sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Like, I know in Spanish it's pronounced tarot, but not sure about in English. But yeah, sorry. First, let's go check the sewer. 1 out of 2. We'll either find rats the TMNT, or Ratma. Hear a woman's voice in the distance. It sounds as if she's singing a lullaby. Do not fall asleep. There's a note partly obscured by mud. Sorry. I mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling. I hear them gnawing. Rats. Too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They stalk me, coming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in the darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. Pile of ragged clothes caked with mud and full of holes. The dead roots of a once great tree fill the cavernous sewer. A strange green moss covers its surface, and there is a great crack along its length. Just in case... Yeah, I don't have to burn it. I really hope I'm not missing anything here, but in the meantime I'm just gonna go check the building the other guy went into. Let's see. The picture just collapsed from the wall. And I'm gonna pick it up? Okay. Portrait of a gentleman with a distant look seems vaguely familiar. An old bottle of Saint Emilion Grand Cru is covered in dust. What is that, a wine? Mold covers the wood stacked in the shed. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have been recently chopped down. The resin is a thick and sticky fluid. I can't just pick it up with my hands. One of the mausoleum are crumbled with age. The door is locked. I can't even move it. Makes sense. It is a mausoleum. Well, let's check what's upstairs. A bright meadow. The picture has faded to a dull color. What was that? Hey? Now my eyes focus in the gloom. I can see that the person sitting on the bed is an elderly woman. She's just dressed up as a young girl for some reason. She appears not to hear or see me from here. I will need to get closer if I am to explain myself. No, I don't want to dance and sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play. Who are you? Actually, madam, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. Don't you recognize me? No, madam, I'm afraid I do not. I'm very sorry. Oh, no, not at all. It's fine. It's been a while since I last performed, I suppose. But don't you forget it. I'm the great little Caddy, singer, dancer, the golden girl of London's music halls. I want to get out of this place. Hide and seek! Oh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog there are no faces. I'm looking for a gentleman. He's well dressed with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. No, father. I have been practicing the latest repertoire as you ordered. I have behaved very well today, haven't I? Let's play. Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? That's the first time I'm hearing what's the time, Mr. Wolf, before instead of ready or not, here I come. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Um, 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? One more song. What the blazes just happened? My head, it's pounding. Where did she go? Okay, so theory that woman killed her father because he made her dance for an audience too much and she ended up going insane as a result. The pile of things on the floor after Katie's disappearance. There's a mask. It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. Distorted features. There's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it. Look underneath the mask, a photograph. It has a note. Little Caddy show. There's a girl lit up by a spotlight in the music hall, singing to live piano. March 8, 1843. I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said, over and over. March 21st, 1843. Father got really mad at me and he started to shout when, after many hours of rehearsal, I said that I wanted to get out and play a little bit on the street. More and more he is obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts, with perfection. April 3rd, 1843. Am I not the one who earns the money to feed us? Am I not the one people come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the posters? My name! Adults for sale at the theater entrance. They have my likeness, my dress, and my beautiful hair. I should be the one who makes the decisions. April 21st, 1843. One more song. Yes, one more. A last song for you, Papa. I believe my theory has been validated. I can put my hand in where I will burn myself. Just stares back at me through the grime. For young dancer. What is that laughter? I don't like it. Considers striking a beautiful young woman. Her features are sharp and aristocratic. No, like it's legit frightening. I don't like it. This cage must have housed a huge bird. Only a feather remains. Should have heard it from here. Bullshit. But okay. This piano is so dusty, I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works. Something's preventing one of the keys from depressing. Hidden under the key. A key under the key, huh? It looks like the lyrics to a song entitled The Last Song for You. The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. Why do I feel that's... Never know. Why do I feel like that's a song Caddy wrote for her father before killing him? One was missing. I think the laughter's coming from there. And... Huh? No, 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 did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, measure G up to C, tied F, second violin, bar 2, middle C up to A, double note E, G, C. No, this is supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C up an octave and then up to G. What do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see that I am creating the angel's voice? The work! C to A, an octave higher. I've read your voice flutters around the strophe. No, 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 no. And swallow you, laugh at you. I lost it again. Are you alright, sir? My inspiration, too, is lost. Quite lost. In the fog, the notes moan. Just her. Who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne, the best soloist that a composer could have. The voice of an angel, what made my music possible. She would stand there by the window. The wind caressed her cheeks, it danced in her golden hair. Her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. What happened to her? She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in a storm. The sickness, it just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice. It came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. Luckily, I'm outside the house. Is that where Daphne is buried? That's right. I have visited her many nights and have even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. I am following a man, though, come to think of it, maybe he is following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. I sometimes find this man, too, among my notes. I feel him close to me at times. Oh, great, another knot job. Please, I need to get out of this place. He asks me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty. Music. Just music remains beautiful, but it's a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. The music and singing surround you, my man. Her face was pale, immaculate, as if kissed by moonlight. Yeah, I gotta fix the mask. Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be a discarded musical score. No. One of Raphael's angels. Wallpaper is torn. No. This mannequin. Why is it beside the window? Oh. Oh, I know what I have to do. The door's not locked, it's just missing the doorknob. Okay. Like, I'm sorry for focusing so much in it, but really, that laughter freaks me out like you wouldn't imagine. There's an elegant scarlet party dress inside. An old worn out coat hangs in the racks, and one of its pockets is a pair of gloves. Okay, then... maybe... let's see. No, maybe the mask itself? No. Okay. Be right back. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Now, what do I need gloves for? Let's see. Hisoki. Thanks. Plus, this is fitting. I remember always getting lost in this part when I played this a long time ago, too. Oh. A doorknob. Spherical piece of metal. A doorknob? Quick. I wanna stop that guy from laughing. Quickly. Ugh. Come on. The laughter's coming from behind the curtains. I can faintly see the outline of a figure on the other side. What? The record is scratched. It's repeating on loop. There. But then who left this here? It's a porcelain doll with lifelike proportions. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless, but its wig shines brightly, as though of human hair. Hair removed the doll's is even more unsettling. Not as unsettling as that laughing. Big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognize my face on it. Things are black in the window, but I can only see part of the outdoors. Oh. Score? Scores. Dull, devoid of grace. Get them away from me. Yes, just right. It looks more and more like the young woman in the painting. Now it's just... The mask will fall off in this state. I'll have to repair it first. Then now the question becomes... What can I find to collect the tree sap from that stump outside? Oh wait, maybe... It sounded like there was a woman singing in that tree in the sewers, right? Oh. 1 second, sorry again. Back. And yeah, there was the voice of a woman singing in the tree in the sewers, right? Maybe I can give her this score? It's my best guess. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, come on. Now, what do I have to... I remember I had to give the tree something. But what? let's see. Something in the butcher shop. Okay, I'm just gonna check a walkthrough to see what I have to do. And I was doing so well. I have a lot of notifications. Let's see. Okay. So, what I have to do is a bit silly, but let's see. I guess it makes sense. You'll see what I mean. So I have to use the score in order to... If I blow through the paper roll, maybe I could manage to make the feather fly. Like, come on. That's silly. I got it. It's a big black feather with some gray spots in the base. Okay, and this is what I need in order to get the tree sap and fix the mask. So go to fight it with the resin. Well, resin, whatever. Stuck the pieces together with the resin. This face reminds me of a girl from one of the paintings. And now we go back to the violin player upstairs. By the way, random thing. I'm not much for classical music, but I love it when a song includes a nice violin. Like Vivaldi's Spring, Chef's Kiss. You'll look left to be pressed. There. Daphne, you're back! Are you a figment of my melancholic mind? Are you the ghost of my dying music? No, it doesn't matter, because you are with me again, and I now know exactly how to compose my masterpiece. Please take my violin. Now that I have completed my work, I no longer have a use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel of my music will guide you. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend. Look for the simmerg. The what? Molto adagio, sottovoce, first violin, crochet. Middle notes raises to B, F, second violin. I like how the key has like a cross in the ring because it's for the mausoleum. Kinda reminds me of how the key in Coraline has that button shape. Anyway. Okay, let's see. Here lies an angel. Great. Like this. God, that's beautiful. Here lies an angel. Great pity must be felt for those who did not hear her. Pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, not shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into divine ascendance. Here lies Daphne. God rest her soul. But it's broken. The sarcophagus is broken. Where on earth is the coffin? Who could have done this? A trail of soil leads from the sarcophagus to this hole. Was the coffin transported through here? It's locked. Can't see anything through these dirty window panes. Bookshop, the Great God Pan. Huh? What was that? Maybe I can see something if I look into the keyhole. Hello? Darkness there, nothing more. Hello? Oh! The eye of the bird. Sorry, that sounded weird how I said it, but that's, I assume, with the help of River? Okay. The Naiad Daphne hid from sun in the shadowy mists. She changed her skin for strong bark, so her heart was forever concealed. Her dance frozen in the rustle of 1,000 leaves. Books with unpronounceable names in dead languages. Myths and legends this time. Norse tales, Greek, ancient Sumerian, others that I don't recognize. Some of these scripts I've never seen. Who are you? I beg your pardon, sir, if I have startled you. What are you doing here in the dark? Why, I am reading these marvelous books. In the dark? But how can you see the words without any light? That is the only way to see them, really. That is, if you want to see the words on the other side of the page, the words from the shadows. Shadow always hides from the light, you know, so they can only be read in darkness. Are you the owner of this bookshop? Oh goodness, no, this bookshop doesn't belong to anyone. Not since I found it here. I am just a guest, an explorer of these ancient tomes. Sorry. Have you seen the man pass this way? He has red hair, tall, and wears a cape. Kinda looks like you, actually. A tiny bit. Oh yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him here from time to time, perusing the books. He would pick one off the shelf, glance at it, and then put it back. He and I never spoke, though. Why do you ask? I see him sometimes, or he slips away whenever I try to meet him. It looks as if he is guiding me towards something. That may be so. We each have our own white rabbit to lead us through the lost places. Can you tell me which books this man perused? Let me think. Ah yes, I recall him looking at Unexplored Places of the Empire. An excellent tome, very revealing and very rare. This bookshop is very fortunate to have a copy in its collection. I'm not sure where it is now, but I'm sure it can't be far. Pardon the interruption, sir. We'll leave you to your reading. Large collection of books. Cave. That's the singing from... Book lies on the floor. Its spine reads Unexplored Places of the Empire. A page has been marked. To the place of the Eternal Fong, also known as Shaila, it is a unique bay in the east of Baelshwar, near the jungles of Bengala. It is surrounded by tall, snow-capped mountains, usually covered in mist. The waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely visited. Okay. What's down here? Like, I really don't remember this place. Oh. Oh my god, Daphne is in the tree. Violin has disappeared amongst the roots as if swallowed up. The trunk seems to be expanding. Noise came from above. I didn't expect to be going so... Like, this is episode 3 out of 4 in this season of the game, so... The tree has grown, and some of the branches have crashed through the window and into the street. The ground lies a book entitled The Songs of Shaila. To the page to which it has been was open has been torn out, but the remaining fragment identifies a song titled The Search for Simurg. The Simurg. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this episode and we'll finish the stream. This went on for a little bit longer than I expected it to. I'm not complaining, but just saying. Oh god. Branches and vines have burst out of this wall. There is a parchment captured in them. The page is a strange poem. First into the wind they sought for the king, but lost were the birds. They wept in suffering and flew to the sea, compelled by a need. They found there silence. Their quest was complete. Let me write this down. He legit scared me. But okay, now we gotta go into the mist. Something in the mist! Have you ever watched The Mist? I haven't. Like the movie based on Stephen King's book, I mean. Okay. I have to go through the paths with the sound described like in the order of the poem. Like, first it mentioned the wind. I have. What do you think of it? Is it good? Does sound like the wind. Now I have to find birds. Good. Okay, nice to hear. I should watch it sometime. It's on Max over here. Now I have to find the sea. I think it was the other way. Can you move any slower? Like, though to be fair, he is in the mist. You wouldn't want to trip. There. And now I have to find the path that is silent. And here it is. I think the short path, navigate through the fog like a pro. So it was that one. What are these arches? What, are we pulling up into the oldest McDonald's known to man? Sorry, that joke was horrible. Your ticket, please. This ticket? Thank you. Please come in. Wait a second, those... So the four witnesses, right? Those statues, the short guy must have been Father Ernest. One of them, I think, was Jeremy and the other one was Anthony. Pretty confident in that. Huh. Hello, Jeremiah. I know you will find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance. You were there. You were part of the group. You don't remember my name, do you? I am Alexander. What is all this about? What do you want from me? From you? Nothing, dear Jeremiah. It is you who came here searching for answers. It is the same as when you joined our group. We each came with our own reasons. Do you remember yours? True philosophy, right? Indeed, it was our thirst for knowledge that drew us together. No one waits for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when our hour comes. I've been alone, until now. How did I end up in London after being buried in the boarding school? The bird protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again, but we are not the only ones to take shelter beneath his wings. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do you not feel him beckoning? Are you the one awake from this nightmare? This is no nightmare. It is a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain. Now we have crossed the point of no return. The lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome. This belongs to you. Dearest Herr Dr. Wakefield, if you are reading this, then you have followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed upon address. Good. I apologize that I could not accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a certain unanticipated degree of attention. I have determined that your patient, David, is in serious trouble. I will contact you with more information post haste. In the meantime, discretion is of the utmost importance. Your friend, Johann Kaufmann. The truth behind the curtain. The adventure continues and concludes in episode 4, and that we'll be doing next time. Damn, 2 hours and a half. But yeah, like I said, that went longer than I expected it to. But again, I'm not complaining. But yeah, we'll continue that hopefully tomorrow, and if not, then soon enough. And I guess we'll just also start season 2, since the stream is gonna be short if I just play episode 4. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like. If you want to keep up to date with my future streams, feel free to subscribe. It doesn't even take a second out of your time. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye.